Yo, what is good, everybody? Ubu here, coming at you guys with a HCS Raleigh recap video. I leave for HCS Anaheim tomorrow, and I know this is a little late, like recapping Raleigh and whatnot, but honestly, I got really sick right after Raleigh for like an entire month, and I just really didn't feel like making the video, and then I kind of just forgot about it, and then here we are. Yeah, what even happened at this tournament? My team, FaZe Clan, consisting of myself, Bound, Valkated, and Snipe Down, Papa Snipe, and Coach Towie. We got third place. We had a pretty epic losers bracket run. We went into the losers at, I think it was winners quarterfinals. We lost to like Optic Saturday night, and then yeah, we went down to losers bracket. We were top 12. Saturday night we lost to Optic. We got 3-1, and let's be honest, my teammates were literally like 3v4ing. Like if I played at least average that series, I feel like we could have taken it, or at least taken it to a game 5. I was playing like pretty bad, and that's on me. But going into Sunday, we played against like G2. We went to a game 5 against them for top 8. We were down 2-1 in the series, and then literally game 4 was Bazaar CTF, which was by far our worst map going into this tournament. Like we could not figure out Bazaar for the life of us. Yeah, backs against the wall, worst game type. We ended up smoking them when Bazaar flag. I think it was like 4-1 or like 3-0 or something like that. And then yeah, we went to game 5. You already know the vibes. Boo picks up camo like twice, goes on killing sprees, double kills, you know. So we clutch out the game 5 versus G2, which was huge because like we could have easily, like this tournament could have been easily a worse placing for us. We could have easily lost like G2 game 5, and then we went to Navi. We 3-0'd them for top 6, and then we played KCP, which is like the Pioneers, and they're actually a really solid roster. They played better on LAN than they do online, so they were like playing really good, and they took us to game 5 as well. They were up 2-1 in the series as well, and we clutched game 4 oddball live fire, and then game 5 we just smoked them on streets Slayer game 5. We just like were literally just being super aggressive. We wouldn't let them like breathe for even a second. One game 5 versus them, advanced to top 4. We end up going against Sentinels plus Formal because Royal 2 was banned for geo filtering, I think, or something like that. But he was like suspended for like a month, so he couldn't compete at this tournament. So they replaced Roll 2. They replaced a mat with a mat. You know, Roll 2 for Formal. It's weird how they like to do that when they replace Formal, when they replaced Frosty back when he went to COD, they replaced him with another Brad, which was APG. Kind of funny, but yeah, we played against Sentinels, and this game was this series was just insane, bro. Game 1, recharged oddball. I don't know how they let us win this game, because honestly, like in my opinion, we were not playing that well. It's just the situations. We were playing the situations like pretty poorly, but somehow we came out on top in this game. We took game 1. Game 2 was even crazier. We were down 37-21 on Bazaar Slayer, which, like I said, is our worst map. And we were literally arguing like in this game because we were down by so much, and we're like, dude, why didn't you just stay alive here? Like we're suiciding, blah blah blah. Like, how do we die when we have a full setup? Like, we won the start, and like I don't know, we were just kind of mad at each other. But then the score ended up being like 40-30, and I specifically remember saying like, yo, if we 4 down them right here and we get OS, we can win this game. And what do you know? I think we 3 down them, and then OS comes up, and then Bound goes for OS, he dies, but then so it was like a 3-1 trade, and we still got OS. And somehow we just came back after being down like by 17. Like, that's literally unheard of, but then again, anything can happen at a LAN tournament. Pretty bizarre. So at this point, we're up 2-0 in the series, and then they take game 3, and then we take game 4. And yeah, we advanced to top 3, and then we played United, and unfortunately, our tournament came to an end, and yeah, United beat us in a game 5 to advance to grand finals, and we went home with the 3rd place. Just to go to a little more detail, I know that was like a kind of quick recap of our matches and whatnot, but a lot happened behind the scenes at this tournament for me, like personally. Saturday night when we played Optic, had a pretty poor performance, to say the least. During that tournament, I was not like anywhere near my potential. I was like at 40%, bro, like maybe not even 40%, I don't know. Saturday night we played against Optic. I get kind of smoked like individually. We lose a series. So I think one of the things people want to know about at this tournament is a tweet. I think Sketch tweeted out like a picture of me like just grinding Saturday night, just like alone or whatever, like after everybody left. And that was like after the series where I got smoked against Optics. So I just like went straight to the back, and like I just kept playing. Like I didn't want to socialize. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to like think about anything. Like I just needed to like figure my stuff out, and like I don't know. So I just went in the back and just like I grinded matchmaking for like literally until they kicked me off. I think I stayed there for like until 11 p.m. when they shut everything down. I went back to my hotel, ordered some Chinese food. I remember I iced my hands, and then I went to sleep around 1 a.m. and then I literally woke back up at 2:30 a.m. Like I got 1.5 hours of sleep, which like never happens to me at tournaments. I always like prioritize sleep at tournaments, but like I was literally just thinking the entire time. Like we were sitting like at top 12 at this moment. We're in losers bracket. And I was like, man, I just costed my team. Like, that's all I could think about is like how like I need to come out hot tomorrow. Literally like all that thinking just like kept me awake. So like pretty much couldn't go back to sleep after I woke up at 2:30 a.m. So I was just like chilling in my hotel room. I was like reading a book actually. Reading this book right here. I was on like the last chapter, so I was just like finishing this. It's actually a really good book for like competitors and just like, I don't know, just getting you in the right mindset and whatnot. I thought that would like kind of put me back to sleep reading, because that's kind of a thing, like you read and you get sleepy and you fall asleep, but had the opposite effect, because like just the words on the book just like, I don't know, it just speaks my language. So instead of going back to sleep, I think I got up around like 5 a.m. or something like that, and I actually like I went to the gym and like did some yoga, because I don't know, I just like couldn't sleep. My muscles just felt tight like from all the stress over the weekend. So like I went to the gym, I did some yoga at the hotel gym, and then I went back into my room, and there was like an ice machine like right next to my room, so I actually took an ice bath. At that point, I just felt like ready for the tournament. I wasn't even tired or anything like that. I was just like ready. I went downstairs, ate some breakfast, and then I think the doors opened at like 8 a.m. at the venue, so yeah, I got there at 8 a.m. and I just kept grinding. I think me and Lethal were the first two at the venue. I remember me and him were chilling, playing matchmaking. Not playing matchmaking, but we were just like, we're talking and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much what that was all about, that picture. It was pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. So I tweeted out here, I'll pull up the tweet right now. Display capture. All right, I tweeted this out after the event, and I actually got a lot of replies. But I said, planning on recording an HCS Raleigh recap video when I get home. Reply to this with any questions, comments, and I'll answer a few to end the video. So like, I don't know, let's go through some questions real quick and give some answers. First question, Sen Frosty. Do you think you're that guy, pal? Look at me. Do I look like I'm that guy? You tell me. How did it feel in those last 30 seconds or so of the Aquarius CTF game versus Sentinels? So that Aquarius CTF game was pretty epic. I was just in the zone. Like, I don't really know what I felt like. I just stood up and like screamed after we won the map though. I didn't scream anything or at anyone. I just like got up and screamed. Like I was some kind of like anime character or something. But yeah, it felt pretty good. I mean, taking that series for sure. Do you think you play different in any area of your game on land? Do you get nervous? I think everyone feels nerves, but like I don't really like interpret the nerves as like nervousness. I kind of just interpret it as like excitement and like adrenaline. Because, you know, I've been practicing months for this moment at a LAN tournament, and, you know, once it's here, you're going to be pumped and whatnot. So I think those nerves are usually a good thing. Your playstyle seems to be one that gets less kills and more assists than most. Is that your goal, or does it just tend to happen? I mean, I have Sniped Down, Falcon, and Bound on my team, so it's not that hard to assist these people. I don't know. I'm just kind of one of those players that I don't really chase kills. Like, even if I'm goosing, I'll still play the same way as if I wasn't goosing. Like, I don't think about that kind of thing. I just play for the win. So, I don't know. It just kind of happens to be my role in this team is I just focus on playing for the win, yeah. And whatever the stats may be after the end of the game, that just happens to be the stats. I think in this game, I do try to, like my playstyle definitely is, like, a team-oriented player. Like, I try to run with teammates a lot. And I do leave kills a lot. I just, like, leave somebody and call them out and, like, go to the next play. Kind of like my playstyle, so that's probably why I get so many assists. Plus, I just have like 3 raw slayers on my team that usually if I call something out, like they're really good at listening and they usually clean it up. So that's probably a good reasoning why I get so many assists. I've watched all of the phase games and most of the scrims you guys have streamed. Every time I saw Bazaar come up, I thought it was an instant L. Obviously, you guys clutched up and won a few of those maps this weekend. What did you guys have to do differently to improve there? I think Bazaar is like a pretty simple map. I don't know, it feels like we all know how to play it. It's just like leading up to this tournament, we were just like kind of overthinking it in a way. And just like making like unnecessary plays and unnecessary like interactions that we didn't need to be making. especially when we had control. Going into Bazaar, like, we literally just said, like, this is our best game type now. I think Bowner Snipedown said it, like, before game 4 against G2. We're like, this is our best game type, let's go. And we just, like, told ourselves it's our best game type, and it ended up starting to be our best game type after we just told ourselves that. I don't know. How did it feel to be at the main stage after many years? It felt pretty incredible. I mean, just being up there, playing, like, competing for, you know, the tournament W, it's pretty much what I grew up like dreaming about. So it feels pretty surreal to be able to do it again. Super thankful for like just the team at HCS and the team at FaZe and, you know, my teammates. I'm just really grateful to be in this position. So felt pretty amazing to be back up there, and I can't wait to keep doing it. Can you oh yeah, okay, so I should probably address this one because a lot of people ask this. Can you recap insights of Spartan on stage? So after we lost to Spartan, he had some words for me, I guess. Or I guess I saw on Twitter afterwards. I didn't really hear what he said in the moment. But yeah, apparently he was like, you know, yelling at me and whatnot. Which, like, I don't really mind that. I mean, he kind of had like a, you know, valid reason to be like coming at us. Because we dropped him like before this game came out. And he ended up beating us in a game 5 for top 2. It's not that big a deal, honestly, but I just think like him going on Twitter afterwards and like tweeting, like, you know, dragging it out on Twitter or social media, you know, that was kind of a little too much. But I think like he already knows that, and we've been cool ever since then. He like actually like DM'd me and saying like everything's cool now, and you know, I agree. There's no bad blood between us anymore. So I mean, it is what it is. I think just like competing and whatnot, people get in the heat of the moment, and you know, wild things can happen pretty much, and that was pretty wild. So I didn't really like, as I was being yelled at, I wasn't really like listening or thinking about it. I was just kind of talking to my teammates about what happened that game, and then like right after the series, they needed me to like go up on stage to like receive the dog tag little thingy as support player. It's actually pretty sick. Best support player at Raleigh. I think I just had like most average assists per game or something like that. So yeah, I mean, me and Spartan are cool though. It was like, it's just one of those things. I mean, if I got dropped from a team and then I beat them at a tournament, I'd be yelling at players that dropped me as well. So how were you able to come out of your Friday, Saturday slump and make a great run on Sunday? I saw the late night solo practice pick, but was there more to that? I mean, like I said, explained earlier in the little story, I just wanted to keep grinding. Like, there can be a lot of distractions, like you can get down on yourself, but I mean, if there's one thing I've learned from training and running a marathon, is that like you're gonna have bad days no matter what. You're gonna be in a slump no matter what. It happens to everyone. It's just like about minimizing that and not even like letting it affect your confidence or affecting you mentally or anything. I think it did affect me mentally when I did have a poor performance Saturday night, but it's just one of those things that you can't let that like one series like define you as a player. You gotta like just keep telling yourself to be confident, and pretty much what I did. I didn't let like that little Friday, Saturday slump week get to me. If you're a competitor, you know Sunday is the only day that matters at a tournament. Like anything can happen Friday, Saturday, as long as you made it to Sunday. Like you could literally just play your best Halo on Sunday and win the tournament, and that's pretty much all like there is to it. All right, that's gonna be it for the tournament. I gotta go scrim Cloud9 for our last scrim before HCS Anaheim. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed these kind of videos where I'm just sitting here talking. I don't know if I'm a good talker or not, so these videos are kind of scary to make. Appreciate you if you end up at the end of this video. Hopefully you guys are watching HCS Anaheim this weekend, supporting us on FaZe, or just support any team you want. Could be a competitive tournament, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.